Welcome.
Okay.
Thank you.
Now, our current trending issue, Chairman to me,
Right.
is been jailed for 20 years.
Right.
Do you consider the jail term too harsh? The black.
I think, well, in my own opinion, I think the judge was quite fair to him. If I were to be the judge, or if I were in the judge's shoes, it would have been 25. Yeah, but I believe that he was given 20 because he's a first-time offender.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that he deserves what he's been given because he should have known better, and he committed such offenses or such offense in his party's regime. So if the judge has handed him 20 years, I think that it serves in his own interest, and justice has been delivered. Justice has been dispensed, and I think that he should go and learn his lessons hard. Yeah.
Adia, his party says he's a political prisoner. Do you agree with their sentiment? Is he a political prisoner?
I don't agree he's a political prisoner, but I guess they would have to say something in support. So I guess that's all they're doing. It's far from it that he's a political prisoner, and we've always been talking about Galamsey. So now that we've been able to get one person in for that Galamsey, the very thing that they said the government is not fighting, I think they should actually be in support of the government. They can just silence the cries of being in support of him, and then say, well, if you want to talk about other people doing the same thing, fine, but then you don't need to label him as a political prisoner just in support of that. There's a greater cause that they could actually support, a national cause, and I think they should have been looking to that instead of trying to make a mix of it being.
So you think they would have been in a better position if they had supported?
Oh well,
As in
it would be
support-
difficult for them to,
support the
but at least
decision
yes, if
of-
they could silence that political prisoner thing and just talk about how, well, fine, we get it, but there are other people. If you want to even go that route, that there are other people in your party, as you started, I hope you continue things like, because I doubt that there was anything untoward that, as he said, it was fair. The judgment was fair, and it's not as if he, in his defense, what he said was used against him, or maybe he didn't deserve what he got. So if he deserved all of that, then where does the political
The
come in?
prisoner come in.
The judiciary is working, the same thing you asked for. So I feel it wasn't necessary at all.
It's fair. Do you think the NPP are actually moving in the right line by coming out to defend anything sort of negative? You understand?
Yeah.
We know that the guy has committed an offense.
Yeah.
It's no lie. We can all read.
Yeah.
We've seen others being taken to Yoko and all that. And then you see the solidarity messages they send. You see their effort to speak against the government for doing, or the government agencies for doing what it's meant to do. Do you think what they are doing will actually fetch them more votes in the 2028 election, or really reducing their popularity level?
I think they are making their party unpopular, and you can't eat your cake and have it. Our elders will say that if you're an elderly person and you condone to recidivism, you'll be the first to be called a recidivist. So they are making their party unpopular, and also they are sinking the party. And you see, sometimes you don't get it when they come to defend all this form of negativity. I mean, the laws on which Wontumi or probably their members were jailed was passed in their regime. Are you getting my point? In I can't say buy the So I don't get it when they come out to defend, especially when they should have have a deeper reasoning. Because I mean, this one you don't have to be a lawyer to understand that the guy has committed what serious crimes. So the press conferences and the gatherings, I would say they are meaningless. Yes, because I mean this one is very clear, and this one you don't need a level-headed person to understand that they've really committed serious crimes. And this is just one of the many crimes they've committed, because there are several cases that are pending. So I think that if that is the path that they want to chart, if that is the path that they want to chart, then they should be prepared for possibly maybe a 5% in the next elections. Because if it continues like this, that is where a typical Ghanaian will get to know that we have only party A and party B. So if party B is in power and then party A is in opposition and party A was in power and they messed up, then who are we, or why should we give party A another chance? because we give them power for 8 years and they messed up. They drastically messed things up. So I think that, for me, I mean, if they better advise themselves, because I mean, Ghanaians are discerning and we are watching, and these days the reasoning is more. We are beginning to understand that they are really taking us for a ride. So I think that the conferences are rather making them unpopular, and also it is making them, or they are subjecting themselves into public ridicule.
What's the Black is saying? You've seen the TikTokers. We've seen Camilla Al Hassan being jailed for a year. Now, before that, let me ask if you think her jail term is too harsh. The 1 year. The 1 year jail term. Some people are arguing that, well, Akufo-Addo was insulted, so he didn't jail anyone for 1 year. So why should President Mohamed Sana jail someone for 1 year? And they've even raised issues of the Muti 3, who actually had an insult to some judges and then they were jailed. And then Muhammad used his power, or some power that had been given to him in the constitution, to bring them out. Right? I think after just a month of being in jail. Yes. Do you think Camilla Hassan's jail term is a bit too harsh?
I don't agree it's harsh. Off my head, I've not, you see, after listening to the video, I never listened till I heard that somebody's been jailed. So going back to listen to it, I realized it wasn't even once. It happened once. And then I think I saw one that she made after the floods as well. And it was directly insults to his person. It wasn't even to the office, or the fact that it was to his person. Like, unfounded comments, like insults actually. And if you can render such insults to the president of the land, you shouldn't be able to do that. So if you can be able to set a camera and do that, knowing that it's not to one person, it's to a large audience, and you feel that yes, you have the right to do that. No, that kind of freedom of speech, and that is not freedom of speech at all. It does not come close, because you should be able to speak your mind, speak your opinion, but then you don't use your voice to bastardize somebody, to make the person look like he was foolish. You see, even if to listen to it, I feel it would even be a good thing. Everybody can delete it, because to listen to it after I know that these insults are to the president of the land is very, very demeaning. So to know that that person has been identified, I wondered why she wasn't identified the first time, or why she wasn't taken in the first time, that she had the effrontery to even do it again.
She was on probation.
And then once you are taking in, see the even the attitude when she was being taken, when she was seeing people with the camera, see the attitude. And the second one too, there's another one too, the same thing. So it's either is there a force behind them that's making them feel like, you go, we are behind you, or what at all has empowered a human being to the point that police is holding you, are going to jail, you still feel that you should say your piece before you go, and that piece is nothing close to anything reasonable. So for me, it could have even been 5. I don't see anything. Some are talking of criminal libel law. Let's put all that aside for a conversation for later. But how that person was able to get here, no one should be encouraged to do so until you sound that harsh in that message. You sound it very clearly. You encourage others to do same. You feel that there's opportunity to speak your mind, and people begin to feel that maybe that is part of freedom of speech. So I'm very happy that yes, that was done. I feel yes, the judiciary is working. I'm safe to say that, because I don't know how it's happened. Somebody can say it's the government, but well, that is what we expect. So if that's what's happening, President Akufo-Addo, he did a lot of things that were not right, and we spoke about it. I doubt that he's the kind of president that you just take a camera, record, and insult him, and nobody will come for you. No. There were lots of things that you couldn't even do when Akufo-Addo was in power. Yeah, so that's the kind of presidency that it was. But here you have your freedom of speech. You speak, you say everything you want to say. At times, you even see things that are discussed on TV, and then you see an improvement, or you see that once it's been discussed for a while, then government officials start talking about it. So they are listening. Yes, but Akufo-Addo's government, whether he said it or not, what they wanted to do is what they'll do. And you do not have the right to challenge things like that. So nobody can say that he did things. The things he did were wrong. If this president has done things that are wrong, talk about it. But when I listen to that video, I don't see anything that was wrong. The fact that you see the man in the plane checking the country where the flood happened doesn't mean that he doesn't care. And the flood was a result of our actions as well. Natural disasters happen. But he said it clearly that this is an attitudinal problem. And they started addressing this thing from some time back. So at what point do you feel that, yes, you don't care about the people, and this is a clear example that you don't care, and you should come out and tell the people that this is it, he doesn't care just because you can see him on top?
So, Black, now, the Baubiamba girl, she was arrested the first time, was given a bail. We saw the aspiring NPP woman organizer, how I'm going to visit her and say, sort of supporting her. And then she's done it again. And then she's been arrested again. The first time when she was arrested, we saw the NPP party chairman coming to say that this is one of their social media communicators. So meaning you're endorsing the things they do. Now she's been arrested again, and you could see how arrogant she behaved when she was being taken to the court premises. Are they being empowered wrongly? Are they being deceived to think by doing that they'll be recognized by the party? Or you think really that's all the party is about?
You know, how you made mention of the criminal libel law. I think when it was passed in 2001, when the NPP came to power, I mean, I stand to be corrected, you know, anyway. I don't think, you know, they alluded to the fact that you can go on air and make disparaging comments to the extent that you can make very demeaning comments about, you know, a person or denigrate someone to a highest level. Because when you watch what the lady did, even during Akufo-Addo's era, I think recently a video popped out where an NDC member was jailed during Akufo-Addo's era. I learned he was jailed 4 years. Some of his, you know, friends went to visit him at his home. So you see, the internet doesn't forget whatever you do to show it. But back to your issue. Like I said, it is some form of tactics that they want to deploy, some form of propaganda. You see, once bitten, twice shy. I get it. But it's as if these people, maybe 3 times they wouldn't feel shy of what they are doing. It is a propaganda, it is a tactics. And you ask yourself that, is this all about democracy? Are you getting my point? So if you claim he's part of your social media team or social media group, I mean, is that the right path? Should that person go and disperse? Are you getting my point? So even in this case, I mean, even though we have the criminal libel law, but you can still be sued because it doesn't give you that form of guarantee to come on air and then be using disparaging comments. And sometimes most of the things that are said are not even allegations. They are total lies. Are you getting my point? You don't just come on air and then speak to. I mean, you ask yourself, how many African countries do they have, like, you know, great freedom of speech? Are you getting my point? But see, you know, for here, because the constitution permits that, people have taken undue advantage by doing things that. But I think all in all, if she, like you said, the one is even unfair. It should have been maybe 6.
Anyway, I think we would rather courtesy of this discussion, and then we've had at least these are returned. So we see how far it goes.